y'all, it's Laura, and I am here with some exciting things to share. First of all, I was tagged in a Crafty Q&A that's been going around YouTube, so I thought I'd go ahead and answer those questions, but also stay tuned at the end. I'm going to talk about a giveaway because we are at 1,000 members of this channel. I don't just call you subscribers, sometimes I call you members because I feel like you're all part of my little crafty group, and I'm so excited about that. And so let's get started real quick with these questions. There are 11 questions, and I will do my best not to prattle on and make this a very long video. And then at the end, I will talk to you about our 2 giveaways, one for my US peeps, one for my international peeps. Let's get started. Okay, the first question is, who is your favorite scrapbooking designer? This one's fairly easy for me. It would be Zoe Pern over at Cocoa Vanilla Studios because I love everything that she makes. Every collection she has ever come out with, I love it and I must have it. I'm a bit of a hoarder of the Cocoa Vanilla things. I need to use them more, but they're just so pretty. So that's absolutely my favorite designer. Number 2, what is your favorite scrapbooking company? That one's a little bit harder, but I think I'd have to go with American Crafts for 2 reasons. One, they umbrella so many other companies, so even if I said like Pink Paisley, they're under the umbrella of American Crafts. But also, number 2 is because they have mixed media items that I love. Vicky Booten, Tim Holtz, Ranger. I mean, amazing items for mixed media that they have that I really, really like. So definitely American Crafts because it is pretty much the major scrapbooking company. They have everything. That would be my favorite company. How long have you been making YouTube videos? Well, as it happens as of this day, September 21st, my 34th birthday, 1 year. 1 year on YouTube. It has been a blast. I am having so much fun talking to you guys about the different projects that I'm working on, what you're working on. I'm always excited to see comments pop up in my notifications because I love hearing from you guys, and it helps me make my channel a little bit more interesting, knowing what people want to watch. I mean, I put out things that I think people want to watch, but it's awesome to hear feedback from you guys as well. So number 4, if you were stranded on an island and could only have 4 things from your stash, what would it be? Well, I'm going to assume that photos are included because I don't really feel like photos are in my stash. So I'm going to choose my rose gold scissors, which you probably see in a lot of my videos because I love them. Super sharp, great. I can use them for fussy cutting if I need to. Adhesive, you'd have to have adhesive. Paper, just all the paper things. I can make embellishments out of just about anything, so paper would be great. And the 4th item, I think I'd have to pick a tiny heart punch. That's what I would pick, as a tiny heart punch, because I do really like to add those little tiny gold hearts, or any color hearts really, on my layouts. I really like those tiny, tiny details. So that would be my 4 things. Do your children like to scrap with you? Yes and no. I have 5, and 3 are girls, 2 are boys. My oldest daughter does like to scrap with me. She does her own scrapbooking as well, but we have a couple of videos where we have scrapped together, and I did a quick voiceover for her layout and mine. We both did different layouts on the same sketch. So I think those are called Scrap Together, and we should be having another one coming up next month, I think. So she does. My twins love to paint and they love to get messy, so we go and do those things together, but they don't scrapbook. They're 5. They're not terribly interested in that. They love stickers, they love painting. Photos, not so much. My boys are more math and sciencey, so they don't really get into the artsy craftsy stuff, but they have fun. They do video games and things, so that would be my answer to that one. What's your go-to color combo? Easy. Pink, purple, teal. Easy. I love those colors. I'll throw in navy and gold occasionally as some of my favorite colors, but pink, purple, teal. What? Oh, shocking, right? Look at this. Black once in a while is nice for contrast. Really, pink, purple, teal. That's easy. What or how do you get out of a scrappy slump? Well, I think YouTube videos would be my go-to. The one person who A, got me started on YouTube, B, inspires me more than anyone else, designer-wise, and C, who I just really enjoy her personality, is Inky Quill, Adele Toomey at Inky Quill. And I discovered her a year ago when I was laid up after some back injury, and I just find her fascinating. She's entertaining. She makes layouts out of nothing. Like, she doesn't require a bunch of special machines or fancy gadgets, and I love that. I love the fact that she just makes and just goes on these binges of making, because I do that too. So she's definitely my inspiration. She gets me out of a scrappy slump like that. Watch one of her videos, I'm inspired, and I go right to it. How did you get started with scrapbooking? Oh, that one's a little different. I started scrapbooking in high school. I was in freshman year, I think, sophomore year, something like that. My mom was invited to a creative memories class at church, and she brought me along because she knew that I drew and I painted and played with artsy things, and I love photos. I've always loved photos. And so she brought me along, introduced me to it. She bought some stuff to play with and never really got into it, but I did. So she ended up giving me all of her little crafty goodies that she had bought, and I have shown my very first scrapbook that I ever made from Creative Memories on this channel. If you look up my album flips playlist, you'll find it. It's something. It does look like a teenage girl made it. But that is where I got started, and it's been about 18 years that I've been scrapbooking on and off. I mean, I haven't been scrapbooking for 18 years. I have 5 kids. I mean, there was breaks. There were big breaks. But I do have scrapbooks for each of my kids. They're kind of behind me and around here. But yeah, that was definitely where I got started. If money wasn't a problem, what's the first thing you would buy craft related? I already have a silhouette. I have a sewing machine, but I don't use it. Craft related. Maybe a craft room. If I could like put an addition on my house, that would be fantastic. We're just a very private craft space that's very quiet, has lots of light, and that would be good, because this is in my bedroom. I scrap in my bedroom. I have a long desk. I have a craft room tour if you want to watch that. But I have a long desk and some bookshelves and things like that, so I do scrap in my bedroom. So yeah, I think I would say a craft room. That would be good. What's your favorite trend? I think the mixed media is very exciting. I wouldn't consider myself an expert in that. I definitely am a beginner, but I do think that's exciting. I would also say hand stitching. I love to hand stitch. I've been cross stitching since middle school, so that's like in my wheelhouse already, and I'm excited to add that onto my layouts. But yeah, I would say those two things are my favorite trends. I'm not sure if they're trends because they just seem to be sticking around, but I do like that. What's your favorite style, as in 12 by 12, traveler's notebooks, mini albums, etc.? 12 by 12. I started doing 8.5 by 11. That's what I was introduced to with Creative Memories. And 12 by 12 was a little intense at first because I was doing 8.5 by 11. And now that I've been doing 12 by 12 for at least 15 years, I think going back is harder. These albums over here, up there and down here, are 9 by 12s for my twins, because I'm trying to push myself to do some 9 by 12 layouts for them, just A, to keep things interesting for me, B, they're going to be on the small side. They're short little girls, and you know, we know that they're not going to be super tall probably. So I wanted to make their albums a little bit more manageable for them to pull out and look at. So that's one of the reasons I chose 9x12. But it's been hard because there have been several layouts that I've just automatically made it a 12x12, but I intended to put it in this 9x12 album, and I'll either have to cut them down or I'm gonna have to give them like each a 12x12 for the oops, I forgot. So yeah, I think 12x12, that's my favorite. Okay, so that's all of the questions on this Crafty Q&A. And for the giveaway, my 2 giveaways actually, for my US peeps, your prize is Cocoa Vanilla. Cocoa Vanilla. I'm so excited. This is my absolute favorite collection by Cocoa Vanilla. It's called Bohemian Dream. I might be backwards in showing this to you, but it's called Bohemian Dream. You get 18 papers in this gorgeous pink, purple, and teal with touches of navy as well. And there's a sticker sheet in there as well. So this is roughly a $30 value. Pretty good. So I will ship this out to my US friends, and for my international friends, $25 gift card to Cheeky Studio. My very good friend Tuesday, who I am on her beautiful design team, is sponsoring that giveaway. I am so appreciative to her for that, and that will make it easier for y'all because she knows how to send things internationally in a less expensive way than I do. So that is the 2 prizes. Here is how you enter. It's going to be a bit tricky, so pay attention, all right? I want to do a part 2 to this Q&A. So I want you to leave me a question that you would like to know about me, my crafting, or just anything, really. Anything you'd like to know. And put that in the comments below. But also tell me, are you in the USA or are you international? So you can tell me, you know, I'm from Canada, I'm from Australia, I'm from wherever. Just let me know if you're US or international so that I know which prize to award to you. Okay? Thanks so much for joining me, you guys. Leave those comments below, and until next time, bye!